gonna leave you guys with this quote. Like I had a channeled message. Treat your body like a temple. Fuel it with loving foods. Speak kindly to it. Work with it. Challenge it. Love it. Believe in it. I will always meet you halfway and gift you, damn it, with a reality greater than you could ever imagine. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea Johnson and I am your spiritual guide here to inspire, empower, and teach you how to master your energy. Welcome to Conscious Coffee Talks, where we discuss topics to expand our consciousness and improve our lives. Let's dive into today's topic. We are going to be discussing health, fitness, and healing. All the things by just mastering your mindset. Let's dive in. I decided to go ahead and do this video because you guys were requesting it, and in my Kundalini yoga teacher training over the weekend, the topic was health and healing. So I'm like, Spirit's telling me I gotta make this video, so here we go. I want to make this video in all seriousness, guys, because health and wellness and holistic healing has been a part of my own journey here in this reality. I think it's a part of everybody's journey, and it is really important for us to understand what it actually means to heal. And I really want to express to you guys how just in control we are of our health and our wellness. I feel like the mainstream portrays health and wellness in a different light than what it actually is. So I first want to start off, guys, with saying that in order to change anything, you have to change as a person. You have to think of it like this, guys. You are a certain person right now. You are a certain energy. There is a certain energy spinning in your body. This energy that is running in the body has created your life thus far. Everything internal and external is being created off of the current energy that you are in. And for some of us, or you guys out there, that is disease, or that is things that you don't like. So things that you don't like or what doesn't feel good for you, you have to change the energy inside, and therefore it will change your external world. I want to give you a good idea of how energy manifests in physical form, just to give you a picture of how this plays in with your health and wellness, okay? You can think of it as like three different things. So you have energy with your thoughts, right? So you have thought forms that we can't see. They vibrate super, super fast. But we know we have thoughts, right? Because we're thinking all the time. It's just energy that is vibrating at a high frequency, right? So then we ground it down more when we speak, because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say in this video, but you can now hear it as a frequency. You can interpret it and take it in as information. So you're able to like hear what I'm talking about and understand it, right? The brain processes it. And then from I'm speaking something into existence. And from what I am speaking and saying, there's going to be maybe some sort of an action taken from it, or some sort of a manifestation. The most denser form of energy manifesting in physical form is when you yourself do an action to create something in the physical world. That is essentially how energy is manifested, and how we are connected, and how the human is a multidimensional being, essentially the body streaming together these realms of energy for us to manifest the physical world, right? So essentially, guys, thoughts manifest in physical form, right? And the thoughts that manifest in physical form, the ones that mainly do are the ones that we put the most energy behind, which is emotion. It's energy in motion. And it doesn't matter what emotion that it is. If it is a very strong emotion, which, what are the two strongest emotions that we have? Love and fear. Whichever one that you power up or feed, right? Whatever thought has whatever emotion behind it will be typically what manifest, right? And especially with the way the human mind works and how we hold on to things, and neuroplasticity, meaning the more we think something, the more it gets hardwired in our brain, and the harder it is to get it out of our dang head. Your thoughts and the way that you feel about what you're thinking will be what really determines your health and fitness and your wellness, guys. This is why the mainstream cannot ever get it right, is because we all think different thoughts. We are all different energies, and therefore each and every single one of our bodies reacts differently to an action that we take, dependent upon the thought and the energy behind the action. That's why not one thing will work for the mass collective, okay? Multiple people will have, similar problems, but it all depends upon how they feel about what they're doing and why it is that they're doing what they're doing, and if they're truly trying to heal themselves and do better for their lives, or what is the agenda behind why you want to change. If you want to achieve health, things more in alignment with your soul, with love, your motive to change and be that has to be with good intention. And even if you want to be that and you're not feeling it right now, what you feel now has got to change to even get to that state. So if you're feeling lethargic, if your body has disease in it, you will feel that heaviness. It will bring you down, because disease is energy manifested in physical form in the body, and it will weigh you down. It's just chemical reactions in the body dependent upon the thoughts that you are thinking, and therefore there's a certain vibration, there's a certain chemical reaction going on, and it's going to emit a vibration out as well too. Disease is energy manifested in physical form. Some of the most deadliest diseases being like cancer, that manifested in physical form is the energy of hate, anger, shame, guilt, the lowest frequency on the scale of frequency, which I probably should have covered in the beginning of this video. Let's pop it up now. The scale of frequency, guys. The higher the emotion, the more life force energy you will have in this body, right? And dependent upon the thought that sparks that emotion, that's when you know you're in alignment, and you take action from that, and it creates your reality. And therefore, if you want to create health and well-being, this is where you can ask yourself the correct questions and listen to how you feel behind it, and then take action from there. I want to give you the steps that I took to change my health, my wellness, to be more in alignment with my soul, with love, with things that felt good for me and how I wanted to feel internally, and what that meant that I had to do on the inside and in my external world. Now, you can use this process any which way that you would like to manifest whatever it so may be that you would like. But the key is, guys, is we have to get clear, and we have to put a feeling behind it, and we have to start being it now. We have to be it now before we actually become it, because that is the key. And that's where a lot of people fall short, because they're constantly chasing something when they need to be it in the moment. When you keep chasing something and you're telling yourself you're not it, you're just gonna continue to not be it. So the key is taking little baby steps and changes to help you build your faith in yourself and change your energy, and therefore change as a person to be this new vibration, right? So first off, we have got to get clear. And what I mean by this, guys, get out a freaking piece of paper, get out a notebook, and go old school and actually write it. Don't type it, you need to write it, because it brings it into another reality, right? It's words, thought forms getting on paper, and you're the one writing it. It's very important. And you're gonna ask yourself this one question, and some more, but you're gonna start with this one question. Why do you want to change your health? What does not feel good for you right now, and what you are telling yourself is wrong, okay? And there's no wrong answer. You're the one that wants to change, and you want to change for a reason. What is that reason, okay? And I don't care what that reason is. But what we have to do is identify it. We identify the why, and you want to put a strong emotion behind that why, because that's the thing that's going to power this whole process, right? Because it's not all going to be rainbows and butterflies. That why is going to be what drives you forward. And this is why it needs to be a strong emotional tie. So you need to take some time and pause the video if you need to and ask yourself why it is you're doing what you're doing. Is it because you want to extend your life and you want to be there for your kids? Is it because you want to be more physically fit and around your kids and playing with them? Do you have a health issue that your life is threatened by it? You know, what is your why? And I know a lot of people say aesthetics or things like that. And if you have a strong, you know, why behind your aesthetics, like maybe you want to be a model or something like that. That's a pretty strong why behind an aesthetic, but it's not wrong. If you're doing it in the action of love for yourself, it's going to create health for you guys. It's when we do actions or our intention isn't powered by love that it creates dis-ease. So when you're doing things not for the right reason or self-sabotage, or there's an energy of like, you know, shame or guilt or anger or hate behind it, powering the why, that is when disease manifests in your body, right? That's when you take action behind that energy and then you get stuck in patterns with bad habits, right? So once you have identified your why, I want you to ask yourself, what does healthy look like for me? Okay, if health is your goal, or what does, I mean, you can insert any kind of goal here, but what does health look like in my life for me? And then you're gonna start asking yourself questions aligned with health. Maybe healthy for you looks like a vegan diet, and you feel really good about that. So you would write down vegan diet. Maybe healthy for you is going to the gym 3 days a week and walking the other 4. That might be healthy for you. Somebody with an already established fitness routine, healthy for them might be a more strenuous regimen fitness program, but that's healthy for them because that's the way they feel good about it, right? They need a little bit of challenge. So you want to feel into what is healthy for you paired with an idea. And even if you don't know, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what diet to do, just say out loud, what diet should I do? And just sit and wait. Just see what comes to your mind, and then just start paying attention to how you feel behind the thought, because that is your soul speaking to you and giving you answers. If you don't feel good behind it, don't take the action, because you're not going to feel good about what you're doing. Take actions with thoughts that feel good. So you just start asking yourself all the questions. Allow your higher self to come in and give you the answer, either by the feeling or with the knowing of the thought of being like, oh, this thought just dropped through. Yep, that is definitely right. And you just flow with it. And guys, even on the things that you are still kind of unsure about, because trust me, there will be moves that you probably have to make that there might be some fear behind it, but deep down that you know this is what will be good for you, because maybe what you're doing right now in your life is fear-based. Maybe you're doing an action or a certain diet, like, you know, low carb or something like that, because you fear carbs, but you're being pushed to start incorporating them for your health. Your body needs them, right? Your body needs those nutrients and that fuel. So you'll have to differentiate on what is truly fear and the reason why you're doing something, as opposed to what is actually in alignment with love for you. And this also goes with workouts, guys. So check in with yourself of, even if you're on a current workout program, is that in alignment with you? Does it feel good? Is there going to be something else better for you, right? You know, when I was all into the bikini prep and diet and fitness industry, like, my body freaking hurt so bad. I was miserable. The diet sucked ass, but I was doing it because that was what was portrayed to me as health in the diet and fitness industry. I thought, oh my gosh, like, this is what the body needs to be like. This is what is attractive. It's what's healthy. This is what's gonna make me happy. And it did the complete opposite. I needed to change it, and I was scared to change. Going from running and weights and things like that, my body was stressed, and going to more of like walking, yoga, Pilates, things like that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to balloon up. I'm going to lose all my muscle. And the exact opposite happened. My body relaxed. I even let go of more weight. And even though like I don't have like 6-pack abs or anything like that, I feel good and less inflamed in my body. I have more energy. I'm listening to how my body's feeling, and I'm listening to how I feel when I'm eating the foods that I'm feeding myself, right? Your body speaks to you, but it's not to say that that bodybuilding fitness style wouldn't work for somebody else, because maybe their thoughts around it were better than mine. Because my reasons for doing it, you know, yes, I see the health, I see all of that, but my reasons for doing it were more aesthetically based and what was driving it. And that didn't feel good for me. That didn't agree with me, especially when I was feeling the way that I was feeling. But I kept pushing forward. It's not to say that if somebody didn't love the aesthetic look enough to keep going, that energy would shift, right? And there might be more health benefits behind it. It's hard to say, guys, because it all starts in each individual's mind, and that's what creates the reality. It doesn't just have to be about body aesthetics or, you know, anything like that. Like if you have a disease, guys, ask your higher self. Or write on the piece of paper the question, what do I need to do to cure XYZ? See what comes up. See if there's diets. See if there's holistic practices you can do. Yoga, meditation, breath work. If you need to go to a naturopath, or if you haven't taken medical attention yet, maybe you need to go see a doctor as well too. Ask yourself these things and see how it is that you feel. You have to desire to get better. You have to want to love yourself enough to get better and push past any kind of fears of change that are gonna arise, because they will. Because we have to change our thoughts and our habits of our current lifestyle to be the new, right? And sometimes what we were doing with our habits was fear-based. So now we need to find habits that are love-based. And this is what this list is going to be for you. Can't believe I'm doing this right now. I wanted to give you examples, but this is literally my list. I titled it Andy, Dream Body, Fitness and Nutrition and Habits. That's what I titled this whole list. My first category was my physique. So what is my ideal physique that I want? So I listed things like toned legs that are slim and free of inflammation, capped shoulders, muscular arms. My next category was, what does my dream body feel like? So I said energized. I paired the feeling behind the image, right? So it was energized, fast metabolism, light and airy, flexible and strong, disciplined, healthy, happy. So then I made a list of like all of my fitness stuff. I made a list of like, what does the fitness look like paired with the feeling? So I said like running, jogging, yoga, Pilates, dance, light resistance, things like that. And then I went into like, what will this allow me to do? What will changing these things then allow me to do in my life that will better my life? So ask yourself that question. And then make a category for rewards. That was a little bonus. It's just more motivation or power behind, you know, the energy to help propel you forward, to get you to where you want to be. So I put things like new clothes, buying some things that I wanted for like social media content, just like equipment and things like that I really like, because I like social media. You know, things where it was motivating for me that I would reward myself and feel good about it. So then you're going to create a separate list of what you are now. You need to see what you do now on paper, right? You need to see your current daily routine and your habits of what you do every day, and you need to compare it to see where you are different. So then you can consciously choose and make the changes, because it's literally right in front of your face. If you have them side by side, that is what I did. And then you develop a new routine on where you can make the changes, and make baby changes at first. Some people make the mistake of like going all in, and it's too much of a vibrational difference that it's very hard to maintain, and then you revert back and you think, oh my God, I can't do it. You can do it. What you're trying to do is make changes and hold that vibration long enough for it to be ingrained in your body, for the brain to develop neuroplasticity pathways around the thought, the emotion, and the action to then become a part of your being. You have to ground this energy of this new person in this body long enough for the subconscious to accept it, okay? The subconscious is the body. That is what you're trying to do. So it's not that it's not meant for you, it's that the approach that you're taking is just not correct for you, okay? So baby changes will help you change in vibrationally. It might be uncomfortable, some changes, but it doesn't mean that it's not for you or to stop. When you push past the discomfort, and it's for something that you want and you're bettering your life, and it's still for love for you, you will be rewarded for it. It's those types of situations when you push past the fear anyway, and you feel that discomfort and you push forward with full faith and knowing that it's going to work out, and you trust, it ends up working out most of the time even better than what you thought. It's how you manifest. Anyway, that is my advice for you guys, and taking the baby steps and how to create, you know, the body or the health that you desire. You literally have got to be the vibration now, and that's where people make the mistake, like I said before. So by taking baby steps, you can go through the process of change and slowly get accustomed to that new vibration, and therefore you'll see your health change. You just have to do it long enough to see it manifest physically. Wayne Dyer had a beautiful quote over this of seeing is believing. You have to believe it on the inside first to see it in your external world. And it's really hard for people to change their health. One, because they're battling a lot of addictions and bad habits based on trauma, essentially. But especially with disease, because doctors have pretty much given diagnoses to people that have put labels on a disease that they are this thing, and they're holding on to hope that they can just beat it when they have all the control. And I'm not saying, guys, gosh, please don't take this the wrong way. If you have disease or trying to cure something, don't feel bad, okay? We're all have something that we're trying to work through right now. So please just know that your health can be changed. What I'm trying to explain to you is don't take a diagnosis as the one-all be-all. Miracles happen, and this is how they happen. It's because you change in energy, because your faith has led you to that. You took full 100% faith and knowing and belief behind an action paired with love, and that gave you your new energy. Right? It's just the level. How much level of faith do you have in the moment? How much power do you have to level up your faith, right? Faith is a level of energy is what I'm trying to say. And you will be building it in yourself to then eventually believe that you are it. But essentially, if you believe it now, you can be it now. And that's what miracles are. I'm going to leave you guys with this quote. Like I had a channeled message, because when I did this list, I was in a channeled state. So I know it's very much in alignment with who I am. Treat your body like a temple. Fuel it with loving foods. Speak kindly to it. Work with it. Challenge it. Love it. Believe in it. You can do many great things with your body and be a vessel for healing energy for others. Believe you can do this, and you will. I will always meet you halfway and gift you, damn it, with a reality greater than you could ever imagine. As you can tell, that re-sparked the love where I was at. So hopefully, guys, you take away from this video that you can change. I believe in you. If I can do it, you can do it. Sending you all of my light, all my love. We'll see you.